on the multiplication of polynomials, but you'll notice instead of the previous video where we had one term, now we have two terms. So it's going to be what's called a binomial times a binomial. So let's go ahead and read through our directions, and then we'll kind of explain how that would work in this example. So here it says to distribute each term in the first polynomial, so in that case that would be the 2x and the negative 3, to each term in the second polynomial, then combine like terms. So let's go through and do that. So we're going to distribute the 2x to the terms in the second polynomial. So we're going to do 2x times x. So in this case, 2 times 1 is just 2. And then x times x. Remember, the variable stays the same, so it's still x, and we're going to add the exponents. Well, in both cases here, I do not see an exponent. So they both have an implied exponent of 1. So 1 plus 1 is going to give us that implied exponent of 2. So that's our first scenario. Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and multiply 2x times positive 7. So 2 times 7 is going to give us 14. And then this x is x to the first. There's no other x value here, so that value is not going to change. Okay, so now we've completed step 1. So now step 2 is to distribute the negative 3. So now we're going to multiply the negative 3 times both terms in the second parentheses. So negative 3 times x. Well, again, it's negative 3 times, since there's no coefficient written in front of x, it's implied to be a 1. So negative 3 times 1 is negative 3x. And then we're going to do negative 3 times positive 7. So negative 3 times positive 7 is negative 21. All right, and then last but not least is going to be, we're going to combine the like terms and write it in standard form. We're going to go ahead and do this all as one step. So let's look at that. So the highest exponent value I see is the x squared. So I see 2x squared. I don't see anything else that has that x squared value. So really, this value has no like terms. So in that case, we can go ahead and just put that as part of our answer. Okay, next, we're going to look for our next exponent, which is x to the first. In this case, we have 14x minus 3x. Those are like terms because they have the same variable with that same implied exponent of 1. So 14 minus 3 is going to give us a positive 11. And since they're the same variable of x here, when we're adding and subtracting for like terms, that value is going to remain the same. So it stays as x. So it becomes positive 11x. Lastly, we have the negative 21. We have no other integers here for it to combine with, so we're just going to bring that negative 21 down. So our final answer here would be 2x squared plus 11x minus 21.